and welcome back to Spin Weekly. This time we are spinning a combination descending with self-striping yarn. As it was in the last video, we are brought to you by roofers and my husband's man room. So any noise you might hear or odd lighting is just a product of my flexible self-employed lifestyle. So the combination descending with self-striping, A, it needs a new name, and B, it's from my book Batt, and I have the links to the individual recipe and the entire book Batt down below, as do I have a list of the fibers that were used, so the supplies. What it is really like self-explanatory with the name. It's taking two different batts and combining them into a descending width, so wider, medium, smaller, self-striping. So on this end we have a bunch of Batt A, and on this end we have a bunch of Batt B, and then they slowly inversion. There's a slow inversion. Yeah, these guys are distracting me, so I'm not as eloquent as I normally am, which is pretty low anyway, so I'm sorry about that. But anyway, so what I've done is I've taken a batt that's like a heathery purple and a batt that's a pretty intense, like burgundy blue kind of a thing, and I combined them together into this yarn. I do want to point out that somewhere between moving from upstairs to downstairs, I managed to miscount a couple of my little nests. So you can't tell in the video, but I felt the need to confess that somewhere in the middle my count was off, because I had to go run and nest up a couple more at the end. I was like 6 off. So I'm not sure where that was, but if you do spin this project, I actually recommend don't throw them all into a tote bag and rely on your ability to count them, because you might not be the kind of counter that you thought you were. Counting, more difficult than you thought it was. So now that I've rambled, I am going to pop in and show you how that's done, but before, I wanted to again thank you for your awesome comments and invite you to do more commenting, any thoughts, suggestions for future Spin Weeklies, any questions. Go ahead and pop those below and I will do my best to answer them in a helpful way. Thank you guys so much. You are the driving force between every episode. Bye! gorgeous yarn. Another thing I had to know is, in the video, I did a center pole ball, and I don't know, that's just so instinctive to center pole ball play, but I realized it was gonna mess up the pattern, so I didn't play. I left it a single. I haven't set it yet, so it's still pretty loop-de-dooey. And yes, I can hear the scientific spinning gurus pointing out that if you spin to ply, you should ply. Yeah. Sometimes that doesn't happen. You should plan to spin to ply or spin to leave a single. That is exactly the best way to do that. But I'm not incredibly picky about that kind of thing. I'm more of a prep kind of person. So, this yarn is really nice. I love how the colors blended together. And Grant, you can't really tell the descending self-striping in the skein. So I'm hoping to figure out a way to knit that, because I'm really bad at knitting. I mean, I can knit, but I don't have a lot of patience for it. But yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and hopefully next video we will not have the roofers and I'll be a little more concise and on topic, but I think it was a fun spin. I hope you enjoyed it. And like I said before, all the supplies and the recipe are down below, and if you have a comment or a thought, pop it in there. I love to hear from you, and have a really good week. Bye!